Hey guys, welcome back to another Chiefpep video. This week we're gonna configure the speedometer. So welcome back. For this configuration, we're gonna need this instruction manual. And as you can see, you can choose one way from 3 types of calibration, whatever that means. I'm losing it here. Dad! I need your help!
I'll take over from here. Okay, so we have 3 ways to do this. The first one is I have to go in setup mode and yada yada, and I would have to drive for 1 kilometer exactly, and then enter that into the system. I just drove 1 kilometer. I don't think I'm gonna do this because I need exactly 1 kilometer and I'm not gonna measure that somewhere on the street. So the second way seems to be the best way, because then I just, they say you need to follow another driver who drives exactly 40 kilometers per hour and then press mode. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a app on my phone, and I'm gonna mount the phone on my handlebar. I'm gonna set that so I will drive on GPS exactly 40 kilometers per hour, and then I'm gonna press that mode button. That's what I'm gonna do. Because the other way is I have to do this complex configuration, measurements, etc., which is most of the times not accurate enough. I rather go for this one. So I will have to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount the bracket for my phone. That's what I'm gonna do now. There, that should do the trick. Okay, so now we also gonna set that shift warning light on the RPMs. So apparently I have to go to setup mode, I have to do the RPM setup, and then in the RPM setup I have to go to the shift mode, because the shift mode is that specific red light which is constantly popping up at already like 3000 or 3000 RPMs or something. So I'm gonna install that as well. Let's try that. Okay, here I see the max RPMs that I drove, which is 44, 46. So now I have an idea. And I drove 44, so let's put it on like 8000 RPMs, which this looks okay, I think. And then hold set for 2 seconds. There, now it's set. So while I was working on that speedometer thing, the RPMs and everything, I also wanted to check the neutral switch.
Really bothered about that neutral light. It's unfortunate that doesn't work.
And then I found this loose wire. And I'm pretty sure that this loose wire, because it's blue, is the cause of that neutral switch not working, which really annoyed me. Okay, so what's the deal here? So we've got this cord which should be on the neutral switch. Now 100% sure that neutral switch gets a negative if it's in neutral. Why? Because the light has a plus going in here, and it only needs a minus or a ground to work. So if it gets, it's got a continuous plus going in, and only if it will get that ground from the neutral switch, which is underneath there, it will light up. So what I'm doing here is I want to make sure that the wire that I found, which is not connected, is a negative wire and not a positive wire, because if I'm going to connect a positive wire to a negative, we're going to get short circuit everywhere, and I don't want that. So I'm double checking. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting here, I'm going to see if I have a closed line when I touch negative. So I've put it here and I put it on my negative here. Nothing happens. Why? Because I have this not connected yet to the neutral switch. But if I connect it to the neutral switch, then I have a closed line. So my line is now closed. So I'm working with negative. That's basically what the voltmeter is telling me. Now, to confirm my idea that this is the right wire, so if this wire gets a negative or a ground, then my neutral switch should work. Let's have a look. So I'm gonna touch it here, like that, and what you see is a working neutral switch. So now I am sure that this is the cause of the neutral switch not working, and that I can connect that wire in the engine. Let's do that. And it works. Try to put it out of gear. There you go. There you go. Great. So now it's time to really configure, right Thijmen? Configure that speedometer. So I have to go outside. Thijmen, could you check if it's dry outside?
Yes. No, it's not dry.
Really?
No.
So we're here the next day. Let's check again.
It's not dry.
Still not dry. But eventually, kind of, we had some dry spots, so then I went out for a test drive.
Okay guys, so I hope you can hear me. I forgot my SD card. I used the SD card of my mic. I've got 6 minutes because it's only 2 gigs. I have to, and if I have reached this, press mode button. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. this is all good. Maybe that screw is not close enough. Put it like this.
So unfortunately, I had the wrong SD card in. No.
I had no
Yeah.
SD card.
Thanks. So unfortunately, I had no SD.
So unfortunately, he had no SD card in his GoPro.
That's right. I had no SD card, so I had to work with this really small 2 gigs SD card, which I normally use for my microphone. So I put that in, and I had some footage. And eventually, finally, luckily, the speedometer is perfectly working now. So now that we're nearly finished with the bike, we have just a small detail left to go. And I think you have a special message?
Yeah. My dad is gonna go to the upholsterer. Whatever it is.
Well, the upholsterer is the guy that will make the saddle, and that's right, because this coming Wednesday I will go to that upholsterer, and then the bike is finished.
Yes!
So, that's it for this week.
Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell
Why? Why should they hit the bell?
because they will receive notifications
Oh, that's
for when you
great.
upload a video
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yes, indeed. So thank you very much for watching. This was my son Thijmen, and he had a small cameo, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye!
Bye. Oké, even kijken of ik nu in beeld ben.
Maar die moet tussen de bloopers.
Ja, maar... Kijk, jij ging hier staan, want jij moet zo naar die deur lopen. Oké. Oké, alles loopt, alles draait. Goed, zo, even kijken. Stop eens. Je mag gewoon naar de kamer, gewoon mee. Wat ga je kan hier staan? Je doet gewoon mee. Ja? Oké, dus je bent er nu een paard van. Oké, even kijken hoor. Zo. Nu komt de testdrive, dat noteer ik nu allemaal. Nou, dat is fantastisch.
En die bloopers zo van dat jij alles fout doet en dan verbeteren jou. Die moet
Ja,
echt
ja. Ja,
perfect worden.
misschien wel.